Lithuania,
Lietuva,
officially Republic of Lithuania,
Lietuvos Respublika,
is the largest one of the three countries in Europe's Baltic area, which is located on the eastern shore of the Baltic Sea but has the shortest coastline among them. Lithuania borders Latvia, Belarus, Poland and Russia's Kaliningrad, which they share the Curonian spit with. It is also the small opening at the port of Klaipeda where almost all seabound shipping enters Lithuania. It has also a maritime border with Sweden to the west on the Baltic Sea, covers an area of 65,300 square kilometers, 25,200 square miles, and has a population of 2.8 million, of whom they are Lithuanians 84.6%, Poles 6.5%, Russians 5%, Belarusians 1%, Ukrainians 0.5%, and others 2.3%. The nation is divided into 10 counties and its capital and largest city is Vilnius. Other major cities are Kaunas and Klaipėda. Lithuanian is its language, which is one of the few remaining Baltic languages. Euro is its currency. Government type, Parliamentary Democracy. Religion, Catholicism, 74.19%. Literacy rate, 99.82%. National symbols, national flag and the coat of arms. National animal, the stork, and due to abundance of nesting of the storks, 25th of March is a holiday dedicated to them. Lithuania has 3 international airports. A flight from Vilnius to New York takes 9 hours and from UK a flight takes 2.36 hours. Lithuania is slightly larger than the state of West Virginia, 5.47 times smaller than Germany, and is twice smaller than that of the United Kingdom. Lithuania claims to be the geographical center of the Europe. They even built a monument to show that. Tourism in Lithuania becoming increasingly important for local economy, constituting around 5.3% of GDP in 2016. Lithuania has 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Lithuania receives more than 1.4 million foreign tourists a year. Germany, Poland, Russia, Latvia, and Belarus supply the most tourists, and a significant number arrive from the UK, Finland, and Italy as well. There's a micronation in Lithuania, the Republic
Užupis,
which is actually just another one of those hippie neighborhoods in the capital Vilnius. There are interesting or bizarre attractions to visit. One of them is the Devil's Museum and a KGB experience in a former Soviet bunker where visitors can pay to pretend to be a prisoner. Here are some more charming attractions, including Trakai Island Castle, an island castle located in Trakai, Lithuania, on an island in Lake
Galvė. Gediminas
Tower is the remaining part of the upper castle in Vilnius, Lithuania.
Pažaislis
Monastery is quite possibly the most romantic place in Lithuania. A genuine Baroque diamond from the 17th century, the monastery was built by the affluent, influential, and religious Pak family. The Liberty Boulevard. The Hill of 3 Crosses, the monument of the victims of fascism. The Museum for the Blind, the Cat Museum, the Museum of Illusions. The Frank Zappa Memorial, the Pan House, your Vitas Garden, and the 2 most iconic cultural landmarks, the Hill of Crosses, which has over 100,000 crosses, and Hill of Which is a sculptured park with carved wood images depicting characters from ancient Athenian folklore from back in the pagan ages. Lithuania or Lietuva gets its name from
Lietus,
which meaning rain here, symbolizing the abundance of rain and fertile land. Geographically, the country is made up of 4 parts: the flat coast, the slightly higher uplands, the middle lowlands, and the Baltic Highlands, where the tallest point
Aukštojas
at only about 293 meters in elevation is located, making the Lithuania the flattest of the Baltic states. A third of the country, like the other Baltic states, a plethora of boggy marshland and swamps as well as forests, the longest river being the Neman, starting in Belarus, flowing through Kaunas, blocking into the Kaunas Reservoir. However, the largest lake would be Lake
Drugsai.
Lithuania shares few islands with Belarus. Lithuania is famous for its amber. The economy of Lithuania is the largest economy among the 3 Baltic states and had a GDP of $65.5 billion as of 2021. Germany, Russia, Latvia, Poland, and the Netherlands are Lithuania's biggest trading partners. Lithuania imports oil, natural gas, machinery and equipment, transport equipment, chemicals, textiles and clothing, metals, and exports refined fuel, machinery and equipment, chemicals, textiles, foodstuffs, and plastics. and generates 27.9% of its energy from renewable sources, and the rest comes from Sweden through Nordbolt submarine cable. Lithuania is a member of the European Union and belongs to the group of very high human development countries and is a member of the WTO and OECD. The Baltic states have a combined workforce of 3.3 million people, with 1.4 million of these working people living in Lithuania. The Lithuanians are so good at basketball. History: today's Lithuanians are descended from the ancient Balt tribes who migrated to the region thousands of years ago, ruled by chieftains and practicing a polytheistic pagan religion. The ancient Romans had a vague idea of the people who lived in this area. Throughout history, the Baltic region has always been in conflict with other armed forces or occupied by other countries such as the Soviet Union. Lithuania finally gained independence in 1990 after years under the rule of the Soviet Union. After that, it joined NATO and the European Union. Here is some Lithuanian food.
Bulviniai blynai.
Are traditional, crispy and mouth-watering Lithuanian potato pancakes.
Žemaičių blynai.
Is a traditional Lithuanian dish, and the name translates to Samogitian pancakes. These flat potato pancakes are made from eggs, salt, and coarsely mashed, riced, or grated potatoes, and they're filled with carrots or meat. Kepta duona. Kepta duona is a simple Lithuanian snack consisting of sliced rye bread that is shortly fried until crispy.
Cepelinai. Cepelinai.
Is the national dish of Lithuania, consisting of potato dumplings stuffed with spiced ground meat.
Šalti barščiai.
This refreshing, cold beetroot soup is a part of traditional Lithuanian cuisine.
Žemaitiškas kastinys. Žemaitiškas kastinys.
Is a traditionally made sour cream product which is produced throughout Lithuania and well known in the Žemaitija region in western Lithuania.
Koldūnai. Koldūnai.
Are Lithuanian stuffed dumplings that are boiled in salted water. Kebabai. These traditional Lithuanian pastries are made with a dough that is enriched with butter, eggs, and either kefir or sour cream.
Šakotis.
This famous tree cake is a vital part of traditional Polish and Lithuanian cuisine.
Tinginys.
Even though it is very much alike the famous Italian chocolate salami, this simple, no-bake dessert, translated as the lazy man, is regarded as an authentic Lithuanian delicacy.